Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Agent Psycho. This video is going to be on the review of the SR-25 sniper rifle. This is going to be the second chapter of the sniper rifle, exploring the arsenal chapter. Did I say it twice? Anyways, you guys get the idea. This is going to be a second chapter of the exploring the arsenal for the sniper rifle reviews, and yeah, it's going to be a first episode because this is the first in line of the SR-25 family of sniper rifles and combat arms. So without further ado, let's get started and talk about the SR-25 sniper rifle. So, as always, a little bit of background information on the SR-25. The SR-25 is called the Stoner Rifle 25. Literally, it's called that. I'm not kidding you. Because the reason for that is because it was designed by a certain Eugene Stoner, and it's actually manufactured by the Knights Armament Company, which is a pretty famous company that manufactures lots of different weapons, military weapons like guns and whatnot. So, if you see the name, then there you go. So the SR-25 it's technically a NATO DMR sniper rifle. It does fire the DMR round, the 7.62 by 51mm NATO, and it comes with 10 and 20 round box magazines. What's interesting about the SR-25 is the fact that even in both in real life and in combat arms, they are very similar to the M16 or the AR-15 family of weapons. If you guys have ever noticed, oh hey, the SR-25 kind of looks like the M16 in combat arms, it's meant to be that way for a reason. The SR-25 is indeed, if it's not modeled directly after the M16, apparently up to 60% of its parts the parts of the SR-25 sniper rifle are basically the same as the parts in like an AR-15 or in M16, and the SR-25s can technically be seen as a marksman variant of the M16 rifle, you know, the assault rifle and whatnot. So there you go. It's pretty interesting in that respect, and yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool sniper rifle. In-game, the SR-25 has a rank restriction of private. If you guys don't know what the rank of private looks like, it's basically the one yellow chevron that points up. And it costs 1100 GP for 1 day and 5390 GP for 1 week. Now let's go ahead and talk about the stats on the SR-25. The SR-25 has a very low damage rating of 75. Now, if we were to compare this damage rating to every other sniper rifle that we've reviewed thus far, you'll notice that the SR-25 has the weakest damage profile of any sniper rifle in the game. In fact, I'm fairly certain that the SR-25 has the lowest damage rating overall in the entire game when it comes to sniper rifles. So the SR-25 is an extremely weak sniper rifle as far as its damage is concerned. No other sniper rifle will be dealing less damage than the SR-25, and if there is, then I will be pretty surprised because the SR-25 is very weak. The portability, however, is very good at 43. I mean, if you compare this to the LN6A1, obviously it's going to be a little bit faster because the LN6A1 only has like, what, 30 or so portability, 35 maybe. I can't think of it off the top of my head because it's like 7 a.m. in the morning. I still haven't yet to sleep, but in any case, the portability is very fast on the SR-25. It might not be as fast as, you know, say the M24 or the M24 variants, but still, it's decently fast, and you can still run around pretty well with it. The rate of fire is what the SR-25's main selling point. It has a very fast rate of fire of 25. Now, you do need to realize that because the SR-25 has such a low damage rating, the SR-25 is indeed a semi-automatic sniper, or technically it's a fully automatic sniper rifle, because you can hold down, technically speaking, if you hold down left click and you keep firing, you know, or if you keep holding down left click, the SR-25 will keep firing bullet after bullet after bullet until you need to reload. So, in that sense, it's technically fully automatic. To complement that, the rate of fire is thus put at 25, so it does fire very quickly, as you might expect a fully automatic sniper rifle would. So there you go. It's got a very fast rate of fire that you guys can use to compensate for the fact that the SR-25 has a very weak damage rating for sniper rifles. Accuracy is very high at 95. Of course, this is not as high as, you know, the M24's perfect 100 accuracy, but typically speaking, yeah, semi-automatic or fully automatic sniper rifles do tend to have more accuracy than, say, bolt-action sniper rifles. However, with the recent, like ever since starting like 3 years ago when they first released the TPG-1 for GP sales, like, you know, GP only. Until then, Nexon had this unspoken rule about sniper rifles, where if the sniper rifle in question had like a really high damage rating, or, you know, was a one-shot kill like the L961, they would nerf it, or they would balance it in the fact that it would have a lot of accuracy. For example, the L961 is a perfect one-shot kill. However, it only has 90 accuracy, whereas for guns like the SR25 that have, you know, that are semi-automatic or fully automatic and are two-shot kill weapons, they have low damage ratings because obviously they can't kill in one shot. However, they do have very high rates of fire, and they have high accuracy, at least compared to, you know, guns like the L961. So that's kind of how they balanced it back in the day. However, nowadays Nexon doesn't really care about that anymore. But the SR25 is kind of like is very indicative of Nexon's original sniper rifle policy, where, oh, if your sniper rifle deals one-shot kills, then its rate of fire and its accuracy isn't very good. Oh, you've got a semi-automatic sniper rifle. Okay, well, in exchange for you having to take down people with 2 bullets instead of 1, we'll give you higher accuracy and higher rate of fire. So it was kind of how it went back in the day, but obviously times have changed. In any case, the accuracy is still very good. Of course, not the best, but still, it's a lot better than the LCC ones anyway. The recoil is at a 60 rating. Now, normally having a 60 rating is very bad, but for the SR25, you do need to keep in mind that even though it has a very fast rate of fire for sniper rifles, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't have a very fast rate of fire at all. So having a 60 recoil is actually not that bad. In fact, if you were to shoot a bullet from the SR25, you will see that it doesn't really even kick that high up anyway. So the combination of these stats, having a 25 rate of fire and a 60 recoil, make it so that the SR25 can actually, if you actually hold it down full auto, most of their scope should go back to the same plate every single time, though I can't really say the same about your bullets. We'll talk about that a little bit later, though. Just keep in mind that the SR25 does have a 60 recoil, and because the SR25 is fully automatic, or you know, semi-automatic, however you want to call it, technically it's fully automatic. Because of that, the SR25's recoil does play a factor. However, you shouldn't really worry about it too much because it's actually not that high for sniper rifles. So about other non-statistical aspects of the SR25, starting with the draw speed. The draw speed is actually very, very slow for the SR25. I'm pretty confident you can actually pull out most other sniper rifles faster than you can with the SR25. For some reason, the SR25 just has a really, really slow draw speed. I don't know why. It just does. So yeah, I highly recommend that you guys, you know, don't pull out your knife, and when you get jumped by someone that you didn't expect, oh, you're gonna pull out your sniper rifle. Nah, you're gonna die way quicker than that. So I do recommend that if you guys are gonna run around with the SR25 and you guys need to sprint somewhere, just sprint with your pistol out. It's a lot easier than having to pull out your sniper rifle or your SR25 and try and defend yourself with that thing. It's probably not going to happen. So yeah, draw speed is unfortunately not a strong aspect about the SR25. Ammunition count, however, is pretty good for the SR25. It actually starts with, let me look that up. Actually, it's very good for the SR25. It starts with 10 rounds in a magazine and 30 rounds in reserve. So you have a total of 4 magazines of 10 rounds each. Compare this to other sniper rifles such as, you know, the Lee Enfield or the E57 musket, where they only start with 30 bullets. The fact that the SR25 starts with 40, that extra magazine of 10 bullets actually comes in very, very handy, especially if you're someone like me who, you know, liberally uses their own their sniper rifle ammunition. Then it's very good for people like me. If you're good on you know, conserving your ammunition when you're using a sniper rifle because you're really accurate, then you have nothing to worry about. But for people like me, then this additional, or I say additional in quotes, but the fact that it starts with 30 rounds or 40 rounds total is a very nice thing to have. Moving on, the modification restrictions on the SR25. So what's interesting about the SR25 is that what a lot of people don't know about this sniper rifle is the fact that it actually comes with its own integrated suppressor. That's why most people don't notice it right away, because the suppressor on the SR25 series don't sound like the suppressors that are available to you through the GP shop or whatever. It actually sounds a lot different. So people tend to think that, oh, you know, it doesn't have a silencer on it because, you know, it sounds different from a normal silencer, and plus you can see the muzzle flash. But trust me, there's a silencer on the SR25. It's a bit hard to see, but if you pay attention to the profile picture of the SR25, you'll notice the suppressor that's installed there. So in fact, the SR25 does come with its own suppressor, integrated suppressor, mind you, and you know, other than that, you can only, because of that actually, you can only really modify the magazine modifications on the SR25, which, again, because it has 10 rounds in magazine, like I said before, 10 rounds is about that magic number that you want to have for a sniper rifle magazine. So if it already has 10 rounds, I don't recommend bothering to change it at all. Again, the fast loader magazine is a viable option because it gives you 8 rounds, but it'll speed up your reload your reload time by a lot. So possibly the fast loader magazine could be something to consider using if you constantly find yourself getting killed by people who always catch you while you're reloading. Then, you know, by all means you can go ahead and buy a fast loader mag. For me personally, I just don't see any need to put in any attachment. Just the SR25 is good to go as it is. So there you go. Speaking of reload speeds, the reload speed on the SR25 is rather slow. The animation itself is basically identical to like guns like the M16 or the M4A1, but it's like they took the M4A1's reload speed and they slowed it down by like maybe, I'd say, 25-30%, and that's what you get for the SR25. Again, it's understandable because it's a sniper rifle variant, and you know, maybe it might take longer to, you know, reload a sniper rifle magazine than it would to reload a assault rifle magazine. Then again, it doesn't matter. All we know for a fact is that the SR25 does reload slower than its cousins, the M16 and the M4, but it's not too bad. You know, it's not like, you know, you're... What's a really slow reloading gun in combat arms? Yeah, it's not like you're reloading like an M32 or something, by all means, no, but, excuse me, just remember that it takes a little bit of time, and it's best for you to take some cover behind something while you're reloading the SR25. Alrighty, hopefully these assholes don't end the game, but anyways, we're going to be doing the SR25 weapons testing right now, and yeah, you guys probably already know the drill. Alright, that's Hipfire Spread for that distance, and from this distance, as you guys can tell, the SR25's fire bullet pattern is very, very erratic. It seems like it tends to shoot out towards the outer rings of its Hipfire Spread, so yeah. Noticeably probably isn't the best thing to do with this, but again, it's the SR25. It's a fully automatic sniper rifle. As for the aim down sights time, let's go ahead and check it out. Definitely faster than the Tango 51, which I just did the tests for just a few minutes ago, and it's almost M24-esque. I still think the M24's ADS time is faster, but the SR25 still has a very fast ADS time. That's one good thing that you can count on about. And now let's take a look at the idle sway. The SR25, as you guys can tell right about now, has a very slow, but it has a very large drift to its idle sway, meaning that it'll drift a lot, but it drifts slowly, as you guys can clearly tell. So this is different from all the other sniper rifles I've reviewed so far, in that this one actually has idle sway they need to watch out for, but it's not really too bad because it's going very slowly. Then again, most sniper rifles are kind of like that, where they drift pretty slowly from left to right, but the SR25 scope does seem to drift quite a bit, so you will have to kind of worry about this a little bit. Alright, so as you guys can tell, I've got the same people as I did with the Tango 51 weapon testing with. The only testing that I'll ever do with the SR25, other than the basic stuff for damages, is how much damage it'll do to the back. And obviously the SR25 is a very weak sniper rifle, we all know that. But will it one-shot to the back? I personally don't think so, but just to make sure... Nope. 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 So, that proves it. The SR-25 is so weak it can't even one-shot people to the back. Therefore, SR-25 sucks. Okay, bye. No, just kidding. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the customizations tests of the SR-25 review. As you guys can see, I've got the normal SR-25 courtesy of Kuwait because I told him to get a normal SR-25, and I bought another SR-25 for myself, and I decided to customize it fully. All the customizations here are all fully decked out at level 3. So, in order to see what the customizations do, obviously, if you guys don't know, customizations can affect your barrel, in other words, your damage, the piston, or was it piston? Yeah, it's a piston that affects your damage, the barrel that affects your accuracy and your recoil, and the trigger that affects your rate of fire. So right now we're going to be testing the rate of fire component of the SR-25. We're going to compare them side by side to see, if there's any difference to this, to the, customizing the trigger component of your SR-25. So let's go ahead and test it out. So that's how fast the SR-25 fires, the normal one. So now let's see how fast the customized SR-25 fires. Basically about the same. So the customization for the trigger doesn't seem to be helping out too much. Audibly, I couldn't tell, if this SR-20, the customized SR-25 was really faster firing or not. So we'll just have to see, if it is or not, or maybe it isn't, who knows. In any case, let's also get around to doing the accuracy testing. So as you guys know, if you customize the barrel, you also affect your accuracy. Now, not a lot of people, well, actually, it's not really well known what exactly happens if you customize like a gun's barrel. Like, for example, for the Scar H, or no, not Scar H, the Scar L, if you customize the barrel, it'll drastically improve your tap fire, whereas some other guns, it might make it worse. For example, they have M417SB. So let's go ahead and hipfire and see if there's any difference in the hipfire accuracy for the SR-25, and we'll start with the normal one. Alright, so that's what the hipfire looks like on the normal SR-25. Now let's go ahead and switch to this one. Now, obviously, this is just only one test, but it does seem like if you customize the accuracy or the the barrel component of the SR-25, it kind of seems like more of the bullets do tend to go towards the center. Maybe this is a recurring pattern, maybe not. Oh well, who knows? In fact, let's test it out again with the normal SR-25. All right, and the customized SR-25. Here we go. So as you guys can see, after doing our second test, and this might even be our third test because I already fired, another magazines from both sniper rifles, but it really does seem like if you customize the trigger on the SR-25, it seems like your hipfire accuracy gets a lot better. As you guys can see, this is a fairly long distance away for hipfire accuracy, and the fact that the SR-25 did manage to hit a lot, a fair amount of bullets more towards the center, whereas the uncustomized SR-25, its bullets kind of hit around the outer ring of its maximum hipfire spread. It really does seem like the trigger does, improve your hipfire accuracy. Maybe not your, your scoping accuracy, because that's already pretty accurate to begin with. But the fact that it makes the SR-25 better in hipfire, hey, I think it's worth customizing to level 3. That's just my belief anyway. Okay, so now this is the damage test of the SR-25. As you guys know, the SR-25 is able to be fully customized, and one of the most important components or customizations is customizing the piston, which directly increases your damage. Now, because the SR-25 is a very weak sniper rifle to begin with, improving its damage is obviously very important. Now, as you guys can see here, I've got both the SR-25s. The people in front of me right now, this guy has Recon Vest, which is basically a light vest, offers the same amount of protection at negative 10% armor. This guy's got the, Kuwait's got the medium vest, that's, what is it, that's reverse by the way. And we've got a Kazajin who's got the heavy vest. Now we're going to shoot all of them, and we're going to see how much damage they do, and, take it from there. So, hold on. Alright, so let's start with the normal SR25. So we'll start out with the reverse here. This is the normal one, and yeah, let's go ahead and test it out. I know I've already done the SR25 damage testing already, but just so that you guys don't have to, go back in the video, I'm doing it again. So at close range, reverse takes about 76 damage. And Kuwait, he takes about 71. And as for the heavy vest, he takes only fucking 58. So heavy vest really tanks a lot of damage from the SR25 even at close range. So imagine hitting a heavy vester at like long range, 3 shots, no less. So let's go ahead and kill all of them and have them come back, and we'll test out how much damage it does to the back. Hopefully I have enough bullets for this. In fact, this guy's got a fresh SR25, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take that. Okay. So we're gonna see how much damage it does to the back, and you guys probably already know, but from already watching the normal damage testing for the SR25, but we all know that the SR25 cannot fire or kill people one shot to the back, as this will prove to you. Maybe not. Maybe I was wrong. Apparently, the SR25 can one-shot people to the back if they're wearing a Recon Vest. Last time they were wearing a light vest. Maybe Recon Vest is slightly weaker. I don't know. Let's actually try that again. Oh well, that's pretty consistent. Okay, that's kind of surprising actually. But Kuwait survives with 13 HP, and obviously Kazajin will survive with 24. Now we're going to have them return back to their original positions. Okay, so now the SR25 customized. Now let's see how much damage this one does. Reverse actually takes less damage. Interesting. Okay. But for some reason, Kazajin takes more damage. These damage tests aren't very consistent right now. So I don't know. Maybe the damage customization is just kind of whack. I'm not too sure. So we're gonna have to return again, and we will see how much damage the SR25 customized does to the back of these guys, and see what the deal is right now, because this is kind of confusing. The SR25 is kind of a confusing gun in terms of damage, as far as damage is concerned. So let's go ahead and see. All right. So everyone's facing the back towards me. Alright, so because the uncustomized SR25 managed to one-shot a Recon Vester, this should be a one-shot. Okay, it is. It does do slightly more damage to the back of Kuwait, who has a medium vest, but it still doesn't kill. And we all know what'll happen for this. It still survives with 22. So as you guys can see, the damage customization for the SR25 is, I don't know, it's kind of a toss-up. Maybe this test was not very accurate in terms of, we have to keep doing multiple tests over and over to see if there's any pattern to this. Or maybe it's just the damage component is just complete bullshit to begin with. But in any case, hopefully these tests kind of show you guys what's going on with the SR25. And because I don't have a lot of time, I'm just gonna do shouts right now. Reverse, thank you guys very much to Reverse, Kuwait, and Kazajin for helping me out on a late Sunday night. And yeah, we're onwards with the review. So discussing any additional quirks about the SR25, I think that one of the main quirks, I mean the SR25 could have more than one, but I think the main one, the most important one, is that for the SR25 it is just consistent. Not in the consistent sense of the Tango 51 where it's a one-shot kill like basically almost all the time, but in the sense that for a semi-automatic sniper rifle, when you use the SR25, you know what it's gonna do. It's always gonna two-shot. Now, for some people that might seem like, oh, it's always gonna two-shot. Why not? Why can't it be like a one-shot, like some other semi-automatic sniper rifles? If you shoot like people in like light vesters or recon vesters to the chest or something. Well, in that sense, yeah, that's good too. But you know, me personally, I like consistency in my guns. I want to know that, you know, the weapon that I'm using will do the same thing over and over, and I can rely on it to, you know, do what I want it to do at critical moments. And if my gun, you know, does something weird, even if it's a good thing, then I'm just kind of thrown off by that. I'm just like, whoa, that just happened. So the fact that the SR25 is always going to be a two-shot for you, no matter what, is kind of, you know, it kind of gets you in the rhythm. So whenever, in the sense that, oh, if you see someone, like if you see an enemy, then you can automatically assume, okay, if they're already full HP, no matter what, I'm gonna have to put in two shots into them. So here we go, boom, boom. So you kind of have that, I guess, internal game rhythm. I don't really know how else to describe it, but you kind of have that going on in your brain, in your mind, whenever you use SR25, because you always know, unless you get a headshot, it's always going to be a two-shot, and, you know, you can rely on that to a certain extent. You can kind of manipulate that to your advantage. So, that and the SR25's, you know, very fast center speed is kind of contributed to that consistency. If you guys have been paying attention to the gameplay, you guys probably have been, you know, watching me run around and be very aggressive with the SR25, especially that game on Piazza, I think, if that ever shows up. But you know, with SR25, because I don't really feel comfortable, like, you know, sitting back and camping. I could do that, yeah, but I don't have the patience for that. So what I do is I play as a very aggressive SR25. You know, I rush up like a rusher would. You know, hip fire people if I need to, but set up somewhere and, you know, wait for people to come along. If I see someone, just start spraying, just start just scope in, crouch down, and just keep spraying until I hit them. Because honestly, if you try moving around too much, like for me personally, I need to focus on my shot. So the fact that I can count on the SR25's bullets to go wherever the scope goes, and, you know, not have to worry about its center speed not catching up to, you know, its the scope or whatever, that, or the recoil, sorry, of the SR25, is a very big help to me, and it makes sure that my gun stays consistent no matter what I have to put it through. So for that, I'd have to give, you know, one of his main quirks, or describe one of the main SR25's quirks as, you know, extreme consistency, just like the Tango 51, but in a different sense. As for quickscoping viability, obviously the SR25 isn't really good for quickscoping because, you know, it's not a one-shot. So, I mean, you can do it. You can certainly do it. It's just, you know, why bother? Just sit there, hunker down, and just prepare to pump lead into people, because as long as they're full HP, they're not going to go down in just one shot unless you get headshots. So, you know, and we all know how relatively difficult it is to aim for headshots with the sniper rifle scope. So yeah, just a lot easier. Just go for body shots. So yeah, quickscoping viability, it's a semi-auto or a fully auto. Don't even bother. As for my personal opinions about the SR25 is actually a very fun sniper rifle to use. Obviously, it's not one of the most practical ones. If you want to go practical, you may as well just get like a one-shot sniper rifle of some kind. But for an SR25, you know, if you are looking for a good semi-automatic sniper rifle that isn't an X, you know, surprisingly enough, the SR25 does deliver. It's got a fast rate of fire. You know, it's pretty portable for what it is. You know, its damage, really the only thing that it lacks is its damage. But even then, it'll two-shot most people at most normal ranges. You'll have to be careful when you see someone with a heavy vest, or, you know, people, or if you're shooting people across like Snow Valley or freaking Roadkill or something like that. And if you're sniping people across Snow Valley or huge ass maps like that with an SR25, you're kind of doing something wrong, because that's not what the SR25 is meant for. Sorry, but anything else other than that, you know, the SR25 will take care of it, no problem, as long as you have cover, as long as you have teammates to back you up, as long as you're not making stupid decisions, as long as you know, manipulate your situation to your advantage with the SR25. Your SR25 will do the rest of your work for you, as long as your aim is true. So there you go. It's a very great gun, and the only thing that's bad about it is the fact that, you know, it's a semi-auto, so it's not going to one-shot people, like, you know, unless you get a headshot, or if you one-shot people to the back who have light vest or heavy vest at, like, you know, point-blank range. But usually that's not going to happen unless they're AFK or they're not paying attention. So yeah, the SR25, it's a great sniper rifle. It's highly underrated, but it's understandable. It's, you know, it's understandable why it is, because not a lot of people like using semi-autos, because they prefer just shooting people with one bullet and getting over with. So yeah, if you guys do like semi-automatic sniper rifles or fully automatic sniper rifles, or if you just want to troll, you know, sniper-only lobbies by going around and hipfire, bunny hopping, and spraying at people with semi-autos, hey, the SR25 is basically your cheapest option of doing that. So Thanks again for watching the review on the SR25. The next review will obviously be on the GP rare variant called the SR25 Sandfire. So hopefully, you guys look forward to that. And yeah, thank you guys very much for watching, and thank you all very much to those who have participated in my my gun test reviews. Without you guys, the gun testing portions of this review would not have been possible. So again, thank you guys very much for watching, and we will see you guys later. Bye. Alright, this is going to be both the shoutouts for both the SR25 and the Tango 51 gun reviews. So any shoutouts? So yeah, shout out to these gentlemen or ladies here, Logic, Caitlin Rar, and Bullet Tuber. Bullet Tuber is my confirmed stalker. So yeah, thanks a lot, Bullet Tuber, for joining all my games, you asshole. But no, just kidding. I actually don't care. So yeah, these are, you guys can see these shoutouts in the chat messages right there. And yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. And yeah, thank you for these guys around here for helping me do the tests for the SR25 and the Tango 51. So again, thank you guys very much for watching, and we will see you guys next time with the next few sniper rifle reviews.